Welcome back to my channel, Techno Trend Zone. Today, we are diving into the latest developments in the GPU market, focusing on AMD's RX 9070 XT and RX 9070 pricing strategy. With the competition intensifying between AMD and Nvidia, the question arises: has AMD priced these new GPUs fairly, or are they setting up for a major backlash? Let's explore all the details, including performance expectations, Nvidia's recent GPU stability issues, and upcoming product launches that could reshape the gaming landscape. NVIDIA RTX 5000 series. Early issues and fixes. Before discussing AMD's pricing strategy, let's address the major instability issues that have plagued NVIDIA's RTX 5000 series GPUs. Many users have reported frequent crashes, black screens, and overall system instability. Fortunately, NVIDIA has acknowledged these problems and released a VBIOS update to tackle these bugs. A Reddit user confirmed that their MSI Gaming Trio 590OC received a firmware patch that effectively resolved black screen issues. Additionally, NVIDIA has promised an upcoming driver update, which should further stabilize the RTX 5000 series performance. If you're facing similar problems, make sure to check your GPU manufacturer's website for firmware updates or wait for NVIDIA's next driver release. NVIDIA RTX 5060 Ti. Key details and performance expectations. Shifting gears to the mid-range GPU market, NVIDIA is preparing to launch the RTX 5060 Ti. According to WCCF Tech, this GPU will be released shortly after the RTX 5070 in March, targeting a price range between $400 and $500. Notably, the 5060 Ti will have a 180W TGP, making it more power-hungry than its predecessor, the RTX 4060 Ti, which had a 165W TGP. NVIDIA plans to launch two variants. 16GB VRAM model arriving first in March. 8GB variant following in April. The RTX 5060 Ti will also feature GDDR7 memory with speeds of 28 gigabits per second, delivering a 55% increase in bandwidth compared to the RTX 4060 Ti. These upgrades suggest that the 5060 Ti could offer a notable performance boost, making it an attractive option for budget-conscious gamers. AMD RX 9070 XT and RX 9070. Official specs and performance expectations. Now let's dive into AMD's latest GPU lineup. The RX 9070 XT and RX 9070. These models are based on the new RDNA 4 architecture and manufactured on a 4nm process. Both GPUs share the same die size and transistor count, meaning that the RX 9070 is essentially a cut-down version of the RX 9070 XT. Key specifications. Compute units. RX 9070 XT. 64 CUs. RX 9070 to 56 CUs. Ray accelerators. Identical on both models. AI accelerators. RX 9070 XT. 128 AI accelerators. RX 9070 to 112 AI accelerators. Clock speeds. RX 9070 XT. 2400 MHz base. 2970 MHz boost. RX 9070 to 2270 MHz base. 2500 MHz boost. Infinity cache. Both GPUs feature 64 MB Infinity cache. Memory. 16 GB GDDR6. Memory bandwidth. 20 gigabits per second. Power consumption. RX 9070 XT. 304W. RX 9070. 220W. While these specs might not seem revolutionary, AMD's RDNA 4 architecture is expected to deliver significant efficiency gains and better ray tracing performance. However, whether these improvements will be enough to challenge NVIDIA remains to be seen. AMD RX 9000 series pricing. Is it a disaster? One of the biggest concerns surrounding the RX 9000 series is pricing. A leaked AMD presentation suggested that 85% of gamers purchased GPUs under $700, indicating that both the RX 9070 XT and RX 9070 should fall within this range. Expected pricing. RX 9070 XT. $699. RX 9070. $650. However, many critics argue that a $50 price gap between these two models is too narrow. making the 9070 XT the better value. Custom AIB variants could push these prices much higher, potentially exceeding $1,100 for premium models. Is AMD overpricing the RX 9000 series? The real question is whether these GPUs justify their price tags. While keeping the price under $700 meets market expectations, AMD needs to prove that the RX 9070 XT and RX 9070 can compete with NVIDIA's GPUs at similar price points. If AMD delivers competitive ray tracing performance, power efficiency improvements, better gaming capabilities, then the pricing may be justified. However, if the RX 9000 series fails to outperform last-gen models in real-world benchmarks, AMD could struggle to gain traction against NVIDIA. Final thoughts. Should you buy an RX 9000 series GPU? With both NVIDIA and AMD pushing GPU prices higher, it's more important than ever to evaluate performance gains before making a purchase. The RX 9070 XT and RX 9070 seem promising on paper, but real-world gaming benchmarks will ultimately determine their value. So what do you think? Is the RX 9000 series worth the rumored price? Will you be upgrading, or are you waiting for NVIDIA's next-gen GPUs? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Stay tuned for more tech updates, and don't forget to subscribe to Techno Trend Zone for the latest GPU news, gaming insights, and beyond.